Hi everyone. Now this is the third part of the series which we are continuing of Arihant 14,000 questions. Okay. Now chalo, let's get started. The first question, the language from which the term India is derived. So the answer to this question is Persian. And can you tell me what was the court language of the Mughals? It was Persian only. Okay. But their mother tongue was Turkai. Shaktai Turgai is the language in which Babur wrote Babarnama. Okay. Vaishak Purnima has a great significance because it was on this day. Now, this option is option 4 because this Buddha has Purnima means full moon day. Okay. And Buddha was born on full moon day, Buddha got enlightened on full moon day, and Buddha even died on full moon day. The staple food of the Vedic Aryans was. Now, the answer to this question is milk and its dairy products. With which with which of the following centers of learning Chanakya, the famous teacher of Chandragupta Maurya, was associated? He was associated with Takshila. Okay. And can you tell me Nalanda and Vikramshila, these universities were built by? Vikramshila was built by Dharampal, who belonged to Pala dynasty. Okay. And Nalanda was built by Kumar Gupta. Kumar Gupta one, or he belonged to Gupta dynasty. Rath temples at Mahabalipuram were built in the reign of which Pallav ruler? It was built in the reign of option 2 Narsinghavarman I. Which of the following Chola kings conquered Ceylon? Ceylon, another name is Singhal. Okay, it was first conquered by Rajaraja I. Okay. Most of the Chola temples were dedicated to, and the another form in which they can ask the question is like the Cholas patronized which god. Okay, so they were Shaivites. In the Gupta period, the largest number of coins were issued in gold. Okay, the answer will be gold. The tax which the kings used to collect from the Vedic people in the Vedic period was. Okay, the answer to this will be Bali. Bali means bhag, a part of it. Okay, now Buddha preached his first sermon at this question has been repeated time and again, and the answer will be Sarnath. It is said that when Buddha gave his first sermon, even the animals and the birds they came to hear Buddha. Charak was the court physician of Kanishk. Kanishk was the one who operated the Silk Route, okay, which these Chinese people are now using. Great Stupa at Sanchi is in. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so option 2 is the correct answer. Which one of the following stages of the life of man in Aryan society in ascending order of age? Now you can make out the answer from from the words given itself. So the first one is given Brahmacharya, then Grihastha, Vanapastha and Sannyas. After doing all the work of life, one takes sannyas from life, from the life duties and everything. So sannyas will come automatically in the last. And Brahmacharya is someone who is abstinence from the worldly things. Okay, so automatically Brahmacharya comes in the beginning, and then Grihast means like getting married, having kids, fulfilling the responsibilities associated with families and all. Okay. Harappa is situated on the bank of, I'll give you a trick how to remember this. Harappa has got R and Ravi also has got R. So the answer is Ravi. Who was the Chola king who brought Ganga from north to south? The answer to this question is Rajendra Chola. What was Chandragupta II also known as? He was also known as Vikramaditya. Do not get confused with Chandragupta I. Okay, it was Chandragupta II who took the title of Vikramaditya. The Rig Vedic Aryans were a pastoral people is borne out by the fact that the answer to this question is all of the above, because Gifts made to the priest were usually cows and not land. There, most of the wars were fought for the sake of cows, and there are references to the cow. Agna cow is called, Agna, Aghna, Agna. The Aryans succeeded in their conflicts with the pre-Aryans because it was because they used chariots driven by horses. The Chola kings were ruling over Chola. Like they had the port of the Chola is the Puhar port. Okay, and the answer is Tamil Nadu. Coins made of metal first appeared in metal coins. Before that, in the Indus Valley civilization, that means made of seals and coins made of steatite. Okay, and like the coins made of metal was first seen in the age of Buddha, Lord Buddha. Option 3. Okay. Arrange the following Magadhan dynasties in the chronological order. Okay, I will give you a trick over here. The answer will go like this. First of all, let us mark the answer, that is option 3, and it goes like Haryank. Okay, and Haryank has got Bauna. Bona. Like remember like this. This is Bimbisar. This is Ajat Shatru. This is Udayan. This is Nagas. This is which of the following are beliefs of Buddhism? So the beliefs of Buddhism, answer is 3. That is, world is full of sorrows. People suffer on the account of desires. If desires are conquered, nirvana will be attained. And this option, why this option is wrong. The existence of God and soul must be recognized, because here we know that Buddha was agnostic. What is the difference between Buddhism and Jainism? The Jainism people, they were atheist, but Buddha was agnostic. And difference between atheist and agnostic is the agnostic people, they do not know whether God exists or not. Which of the following is not the three Ratna of Jainism? Okay, we have all had chicken flying wings and all from KFC. So this is right knowledge, right faith, and right conduct. There was nothing called right view. So the answer is option 3. Who among the following was the pioneer of yoga? We all know who was the pioneer of yoga because of Patanjali products and all, and the Baba Ramdev is yoga guru. Okay. So now let's move to the next question. The Greeks were driven out of India by Chandragupta Maurya. Okay. Who was the mother of Mahavira? The mother of Mahavira was Trishila. The Great Bath of Indus Valley Civilization is found at Mohenjo-daro. Okay. Who was the court poet of Harshavardhan? He was Bana, and Bana Bhatta was the one who wrote the biography of Harsha, that is known as Harsha Charita. Barahamira is the ancient astronomer. Prince of Pilgrims was the name attributed to. It was attributed to It Singh. Who was the following was not a physician? So we've all known that Shushruth was the father of plastic surgery. Charaka was just now got to know that he was the court physician of Harsha, and Dhanvantri of course is related with Ayurveda. So the answer will be Charvak. Kalinga War took place in the year, and the answer to this question will be 261 BC. The coins of which of the following reveal their love for music? So the answer will be option 3 Guptas, because we find coins where the rulers are seen playing musical instruments like veena. The year of accession of Kanishka to the throne was, it was 78 AD, and make sure to remember this, that Kanishka started the Saka era and it started from 78 AD only. The coins of which of the following reveal, this is a repeated question and the answer to this will be Gupta. Kalinga War took place, this is again repeated. The first grammarian of the Sanskrit language was Panini, and Ashtadhyayi was the commentary on the Sanskrit grammar. The famous poet Kalidasa lived in the court of Chandragupta II. Varahamira is an astronomer, do not get confused with astronaut. Which one of the following Vedas contains sacrificial formulae? Okay, it is related with the rituals. Answer is Yajurved. Samaved is related to music and all. Okay, Rig Ved is something which has got hymns and suktis. Atharva Ved has got something to do with black magic and all. And Yajurved has all got the sacrificial formulas and ritualistic things. When did the best productions of Gandhar sculpture appear? So it appeared in the Kushan period, because both Heenyan and Mahayan, Gandhar sculptures and the red sandstone all developed in the Kushan period. The seashore temple at Mahabalipuram was built by Narsingh Varman. We just did it 2-3 questions back. The Ajanta caves of Ajanta and Ellora belonged to. Now answers will be Buddhist, but I'll tell you Ajanta fully belongs to Buddhist, but Ellora caves has got 34 caves, and out of it 17 belongs to Hinduism, 12 to Buddhism and 5 to Jainism. Subject matter of Manusmriti, it deals with law. It is a law book, and Manusmriti was burnt by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar because of certain things. But you should know which book was burnt by B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was the first, who was the draftsman of our constitution. Okay. Name the temple in Indonesia where scenes from Ramayana and Mahabharata are depicted, and the answer is Borobudur. Okay. The Nalanda University was founded by. Now, in my explanation, I had just discussed, so the answer will be Kumar Gupta, belonging to the Gupta dynasty. Listen to the explanation and you'll get to know a lot of other things too. The religion which preached desire is the cause of all sufferings. We just now see the question. We had just now seen the question, and the answer is Buddhism. The Jain literature is known as Angas. Okay. That is option 4. Mention the center of Roman trade during Sangam age, and this is a question which we all know, and it is Musiri. Which inscription mentions about the village administration under Chola? It is Uttarameru inscription. Who among the following propounded the theory of zero? We all know that it was Aryabhatta who propounded the theory of zero. The school of arts developed during the Kushan period with mixture of Indian and Greek style. Now this is known as the Gandhar. Okay, I will tell you the trick. You see G over here, you see G over here, and that is the answer. And I'll tell you that Gandhar art and the Mathura sandstone art, the difference is Gandhar art is made of, it's made of grey stone, and red sandstone is made in the Mathura school of art. Okay. Where was the first Buddhist council held? I have told you an n number of times. It is, remember like this, RVPK. So first is R, that is Rajagriha. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Which of the following ruler was a contemporary of Buddha? It was both Bimbisar and Ajatashatru. But when you see both in the options, you only mark Bimbisar. During the reign of which Pallava ruler began the long drawn struggle between the Pallavas and the Chalukyas? It was during the time period of Mahendra Varman one. How many spokes are there in the national flag? I guess this is the easiest question of all. This is 24. Which from which modern state did the Alvar saints originate? Acha, Alvars and Nayanas. You should know about this. If you don't know, then mention in the comment section. I will make a video, separate video out of it. Now, the answer is Alvars originated from Tamil Nadu. What is Milind Panho? Okay, Milind Panho is a Buddhist text and it is a conversation. Okay, well preferred tree fossil supposed to be from Jurassic age in India is reported from. It is reported from Chhattisgarh. Which one of the following is not a sect of Buddhism? It Mahayana, Hinayan, you have heard. Digambar and Shwetambar belongs to Jain sect. The answer is this. And Therwad is also a sect of Buddhism. What is the first sermon of Buddha called? The first sermon of Buddha is called Dharma Chakra Parivartana Sutta. Okay, that is option B, Bombay. 2, second option. Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha together are known as Tri Ratna. Okay, and who was called Lichavi Dohitra? It is Samudragupta was known as Lichavi Dohitra. Mahavir's first disciple was Jamali. Jamali was his son-in-law. Okay. Vardhaman Mahavir is also known as, he is also known as a great teacher. Okay. Sorry, he was known as Jina. Which one of the following is not included in the Eightfold Path of Buddhism? Answer will be 3. Right desire. Buddhism told to quit all your desires. Desires can be sorrow, is the like desire is the cause of sorrow. So they won't say right desire, right speech, right contemplation, right conduct. Okay, these were the things. Which of the following dynasties succeeded the Maurya? The Sungas succeeded the Mauryas. The Buddhist monk who spread Buddhism in Tibet was. The answer to this will be Padma Sambhav. You know, the trick to remember this is like Tibet is a very the terrain is difficult one, and one who could make Sambhav was a great man. So Sambhav and Tibet like make it that way. King Kharvel was greatest ruler of Chedi dynasty. Okay. Sorry. So Chedi dynasty of Kalinga. Pulakesin II was the greatest ruler of. Answer will be Chalukyas of Badami. Okay, and Uttara Meru inscription provides information. We just now see that it provided information about the administration of the Cholas. So option 4 is the correct answer. Now match the following. The answer to this will be option A, and Chalukya Malkhed. Then 2 is Hoysals, Vatapi, Rashtrakut, Varangal, and Kakatiyas, Dwar Samudra. Sorry, I just made a mistake. The answer marked is correct. I just made a mistake with this here. The Chalukyas belong to Vatapi, and the Hoysals belong to Dwar Samudra. And I'll just erase all. And the correct answer is 1. Sorry. Which one of the following is the principal source of information on Ashoka's campaign against Kalinga? The answer will be option 4, Rock Edict 13. The Gandhar art flourished under. Gandhar, we have just now done it. It is Kushans. Which one of the following inscriptions relate to the Chalukya king Pulakesin Dvitiya? And it was by Ravi Kriti's Aihola inscription. You know what is there in it? Harshavardhan king, whose era started from 606 and it like extended to 647. He was the one who got defeated by the Chalukyan king Pulakesin II, and Ravi Kriti was the court poet of Pulakesin II. He noted everything down, and that is written in Aihole Prashasti. Which dynasty immediately succeeded the Mauryan dynasty and ruled Magad kingdom? And the answer to this will be Sunga. The capital of ancient Chola kingdom was Urayur, and Puhar was their port. The script of Indus Valley civilization is undeciphered, or even you can get options like Bostrophodon. So you will mark Bostrophodon, and it is Bostrophodon is undeciphered. The name the famous king of Kushan dynasty. We all know till now that after solving so many questions, Kanishk was a ruler of Kushan dynasty. Which of the following does not have a stupa? It was Ranchi, which do not have a stupa. The site of birth, nativity of Gautam Buddha is marked by. It is marked by the Rumandei pillar of Ashoka. Ashoka, who was a Mauryan king. Which of the following tribals assembly was normally involved in the election of the tribal chief? And it is Samiti. Like everyone's Sehmati led to the election of the tribal chief. You can remember it in this manner. During which of the following periods of Indian history did the Kshatriyas have a distinct identity? It was during the age of Buddha, because Buddha himself was a Kshatriya. Okay. Chinese travelers visited India primarily because they were interested in Buddhism. Even Fahian, he's who visited the court of your Harshavardhan. He was interested in Buddhism. That is why he came here. Now, the term Upanishad literally means sitting near. Okay, Upanishad means sitting near. That is option 3. Now, let's move to the next question. The sage who is said to have Aryanized South India, he will be Agastya. Rishi Agastya is said to have Aryanized the South India. The origin of Indian music can be traced. Just now we did that. Rig Veda has all the hymns and things. Sam Veda is related to music. Yajur Veda, we see that sacrificial ritualistic things are there. And Athar Veda, I told you that black magic and everything is there. Ashoka spread Buddhism all over India and Ceylon. By how did he do it? He of course did not go everywhere single-handedly, right? So he sent Dharma Mahamatas. We just now saw that Buddhism spread in Tibet because of Padma Sambhav. Then he sent his own son and daughter Mahendra and Sanghamitra to Sri Lanka to spread Buddhism. Now, in which rock edict Ashoka mentions about the casualties of Kalinga war and declares the renunciation of war? And the answer to this will be Rock Edict 13, and we have just now done it. And Musky Edict, what is the speciality of Musky Edict? In the Musky Edict, Ashoka's name, like Ashoka Priyadasi and all those things are mentioned. The earliest settlement of Aryan tribes were at. Now, Aryan tribes first came from the like if you take in reference India, then they came from those Pakistan like side area. Pakistan as well, like the area is northwest. Okay, so they first settle at Sapta Sindhu, and if you get Punjab in option, then go for it. Panch Siddhantam of Varahamira deals with. We have studied about Varahamira, so you can guess the answer. It is astronomy. And you have to make sure that you do not get confused between astronomy and astrology. It is astronomy. Answer option 2. Which of the following coins was issued in silver during the Gupta period? So the answer to this will be Rupyaka, and dinar was the gold coin. Lothal, the dockyard site of the Indus Valley civilization, is situated in. It is situated in Gujarat and near the Bhogwa river. Buddha means the enlightened one. Varahamira was a an ancient astronomer. Fourth option. During the reign of Bindusara, there was an unrest, and you have to tell me that the unrest was where? It was in Takshila. Okay. Option C. And Takshila, who is related to Takshila? Takshila is related to the Mauryan king Chandragupta Maurya and his teacher Kautilya. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Name the Greek ambassador at the Mauryan court. It was Megasthenes, because he wrote Indica. Who was the contemporary South Indian ruler of Harshavardhan? Okay, I have just told you that Pulakeshin defeated Harshavardhan, so of course he has to be the contemporary, right? Which one of the following is the most lasting contribution of the Rashtrakutas? So the answer to this will be Pampa, Puna, Rana, the three writers of Kannada poetry, and the Kailasha temple. Kailasha temple as well as these three writers. Ravi Kriti, a Jain who composed the Aihole Prasasti, was patronized by. Aihole Prasasti is something about who, what? That Pulakesin defeated Harshavardhan, na? So he has to be like his hero worshipping Pulakesin. So he is the patronizer of Pulakesin. So this sums up with another next 100 questions. Tell me if you like this series. Please like, share and subscribe the channel and kindly support. Thank you.